Well. Here we are again. Been a few days, man, but what is going on with all of you? Have I done everything I need to? Looks like I actually did. Can you believe it? Welcome to Exploring with Nugs live stream, where we give a voice to the voiceless. And man, I think we are being recommended on Rumble because we have a pretty good size audience. So cool, no pressure. Let's see how many times I'm going to biff it, and we're just going to run with it. But you know what? Let's just dive right into this because, man, so many things I want to talk about right now. But let's start off with what is on the agenda. So now you always hear about me talking about the viewers, the community. We all work together, and whoever's watching this, you're just as much as an investigator as I am. And if we put all of our heads together, we can figure stuff out. And apparently, I wasn't just blowing smoke. There is actually a viewer who let me tell you, but this is crazy. So we all know. Let me hold on a second here. I got to pull up a screen. I got to show you guys what I'm talking about because we got to do a little recap on who we're talking about, and we're talking about Latasha Crump Coleman again. And this case is just it's just, man, I tell you what, one step forward, two steps back, share with some audio just in case, go up here, presentation, hooray. This is Latasha Crump Coleman, and this was the story they posted not too much long ago, but essentially she's been missing for a year. She's missing out of Jackson, Mississippi. And the story goes the prime suspect in the case was her estranged husband. And plot twist, the husband is now deceased. He was gunned down at a gas station in Jackson. And it's karma, maybe. But even still, if he is the prime suspect, he is now deceased. And now it has died with him. So it's more and more of a reason for us to come together and figure out places to search, because now nobody knows anything. All we know is the prime suspect is dead, Latasha is still missing, and nobody knows where she's at. So what I was doing was I was pulling up a map, trying to, essentially just doing what I usually do, but this time I was doing it online. And the reason I was doing that was because maybe you guys see something that I didn't see. So for instance, let me just boop right here. We'll go over to Google Maps. This is all a recap, just get you guys fresh with this case. Adam and myself, we have been to Jackson, Mississippi and searched for Latasha, and we want to go back, but it is like a 9-hour drive for Adam, 7 hours for me. It's up there, but if we could get the time, we definitely want to go. We have the time, but like I said, times are tough right now, so we're counting every pennies. But in a nutshell, this is, hold on a second. In a nutshell, this is Jackson, Mississippi, and actually Jackson is up here a little bit. And then we go down here, and this is Latasha's home. And you can zoom in, and here's something else crazy. You see that picture right there, and you see that little car right there. That is Latasha's vehicle that is now missing with Latasha. So the first thing we was doing was, where is the closest, most obvious places to look? Bodies of water, best places to hide cars. Obviously, you can go out in the woods and hide them too, but eventually they're going to be found pretty quick because somebody's going to stumble across them. Water, best place, out of sight, out of mind. So immediately I'm looking around and I go right across the street. Here is a private property. There is a gate right here, but you can drive around it very easily and go on in here and take a look. Right now, they look like mud pits right here. Probably, you think, it's like a foot deep. I don't know. But I had a viewer who was just listening to my little rant here, my little live show in the background while he was doing some work or something. And then he heard the words Jackson, Mississippi. And he's like, whoa, I have family there. I wonder what he's talking about. And so he started listening to the story. And he happens to be knowledgeable in historical maps and helping, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm hoping he's on here right now. He can explain it in the comments or the chat room a lot better than I could. But essentially, he's like a map guy. He layouts maps for archaeological sites, treasure hunting, stuff like that. And he's really good at it. And he has this map system, has LiDAR and all this cool stuff. Well, long story short, he looked into this pond right here, this bottom one, and did some historical data and mapping and stuff, and it looks like there could be something underwater right here, because this body of water hasn't always looked like this. It actually just looked like a pond. It wasn't muddy. So he's a surveyor. Okay. It's face tracking. He's a surveyor. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, like I'm going 100 miles an hour right now because I'm trying, like, all kinds of crap's going on today, and it's like 1,000 degrees in here, so I'm gonna be all over the place. Jeremy, image has that face of yours in a square. Jeremy has that face of yours. I have Gracie hands. I don't know. You're talking about crazy. But either way, so that's on the agenda. I want to dive into this a little bit deeper, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. Also, this past weekend, I was supposed to go live every single day and show you guys what we were doing. And I, once again, didn't. Main reason I found out is Rumble's Studios app completely did not work 100%. And I was very bummed out about it, but they did an update and it worked, but it was just a little bit too late. So I didn't have a chance, but we did accomplish our goal. Yeah, we accomplished our goal. We got the Bronco out. You guys saw the pictures if you're following me on like Facebook or something. What are you talking about? Fix your face, LOL, focus square. I don't know what you're talking about. Brian Smith. It looks fine on my end. Did I do something wrong? I don't know. We might have to run with it because I'm already live. I don't want to mess with it right now. Square focus. It looks fine on my end. You guys are killing me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You know what? I'm going to go to YouTube and look at myself right now and see what you guys are talking about. Because apparently y'all don't like it. Maybe if you close your eyes and just envision what I'm doing. Square around your... Oh, the square around my face. That's the freaking camera. How did I turn that on? I thought I turned this all off. Interesting. See, that's what happens. Oh, I know what it is, but I'm afraid if I mess with it, it's going to mess up the live stream. I have it set on. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. All right. If I mess it up, I'll come back on. Don't hate me. Let me see here. What was it on before? I guess it was just manual. And then, oh gosh, you guys had to get me to do this. Hold on a minute. So it's mirrored here. So let's go. Okay. Manual. Okay. Man. You like my PJs? That's the first biff. I'm still focused, so we're still good. Okay. Now it looks dark. Let's see here. What do you guys think? Can we run with it? Yes, autofocus. Laugh out loud. Everybody, it's so funny. It's so funny. Let's crank up that brightness a little bit. Man, I'm sweating to death in here, dude. It's 1,000 degrees in here. Do you guys notice I got my hair cut? Yeah. It's a little bit more presentable. All right, back at it. So, the whole... So we got the Bronco out. That was great. And we did something else. And for the life of me, I can't even remember what we did. So... but we have videos coming out and stuff. It's going to be great. And we're going to be going over your guys' comments. I think that's like, I have a pile of Facebook Messenger comments I want to go through, see what I missed. I've heard there was a guy in Texas, or there's a car that was found in Texas and it had a body inside. I want to go over that. I just actually got that message right here. So we're going to go over that. And then we're going to jump into the chat room, see what you guys are doing, see what you guys have, see what you guys are going on today. I like bringing you guys into the chat, from the chat into here, and then we can just feed this live stream and go as long as possible. Sounds good? How cool is that? So what should we start first? How about let's talk about the Bronco and oh, you know what? Now I remember. So here's what we did. I drove the wrecker all the way to Adam's house Friday night. After I got done with my live stream, I jumped in the wrecker, drove. Didn't get to Adam's house until 1 a.m. I was super tired, and it was wild drive. Like that wrecker is not made for comfort. So like I was so glad. And the friggin' AC didn't work, and it was raining, and it was stuck on defrost. So needless to say, it was a sauna because I had to keep the windows up because it was raining. So I had to deal with that. That was horrible, but I got there. I survived. I looked like I do now, a sweaty mess. But the next day we woke up and we headed down to Richmond Hill, Georgia, where we continued the search for missing woman Demetria Watson. And if you've been watching my live streams or you've been watching any of my videos, you know who I'm talking about. She went missing. She got up. She walked into her car. She was dressed. She looked normal. She drove away. This was all caught on her Ring camera, or like she has a security camera on her house, and she vanishes. Broad daylight vanishes. That makes it so we're so confused. Where could she have gone and vanished to without a trace? So she's been missing for a little while now. And essentially what we did is we just started picking bodies of water and we started searching. And we started getting to the point where what we would do was I would back the boat in, and we had a little boat this time. We had a little flat bottom search boat that I have. Back it in. Adam would pull it off. He would search the water really quick and he would pull it back on the trailer and we drive off. That's what we was doing, and it was really effective. We was clearing a lot of water, and boom, we found a vehicle, and it was like, I don't know what this boat ran, butter bean boat ran. I don't know. I can't even guess it, but it was like right near the ocean. It was salt water. There were crabs, there were barnacles. This was the ocean pretty much. And Adam wanted to dive, so all be good for Adam. So he dove in. The water was super hot. Didn't even wear anything. He just wore a t-shirt, dove in. Cleared the vehicle. It ended up being like a 2000 to 2007 Monte Carlo. And the reason we could figure that out is because we ripped off the side view mirror and we ran the serial number from the mirror, and it came back to that. And that's usually how we could figure out what the car is if we can't tell immediately, because this thing was covered in barnacles, in slush, and all kinds of other growth because it's salt water, it's ocean water, everything is alive. So and Adam came up and this is the funny part. He had a crab. There's crabs everywhere, those little ones. He had one the size of probably a tick on his eyebrow. And it was just, he was just a little tiny crab. It was so funny. But we cleared that car, and obviously we didn't find her. We searched a lot of bodies of water. We're keeping track, and we want to go back, and we're going to keep searching over and over and over and over again until she's found. And then, so we drove back to the house. And then the next day was the big day where we got to meet up with superstar Jigging with Jordan. If you have no idea who I'm talking about, that's crazy because he is super popular on all social media. And his videos are amazing. Just Google Jigging with Jordan. You're going to figure out who he is really quick. But super nice guy. Can't say enough nice things about him. Very helpful, too. He's teaching us things we never knew. And he got to be a part of Wrecked and Recovered, where we pulled vehicles out of the water. And if you don't know that channel, Wrecked and Recovered on YouTube and Facebook, go look it up. Essentially what we do, that's an extension of our nonprofit. Our nonprofit focuses on searching for missing people and pulling out hazardous waste from the rivers. 95% of the time, it's going to be cars. We're going to start getting into boats, but we need to get a dump trailer, essentially, that we can haul around behind the wrecker, because the chances are we're going to have to get rid of the boat ourselves. Unlike cars, no, I don't think anybody really cares about boats. It's just a big chunk of fiberglass, and it's a pain in the butt to get rid of. So we'll probably end up doing it ourselves, but we're just not there yet. We need a dump trailer, and we can't afford it, bottom line. So we'll work there and see if we can get there. Let me see here. And I got comments going over here and over here, so I'm going to be looking all over the face, all over the place. And so just bear with me on that one. So we ended up finding a 1990 Ford Bronco, red and white, and this is so cool. It's a 1990 Ford Bronco. It was stolen in 1994, and we finally pulled it out of the lake today. Not today, but a few days ago. So do the math. That is pretty darn crazy how old this thing was, and we kind of messed it up pretty good, but we did. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about, because it's fun and all to talk about stuff, but it's way more fun to show you guys what I'm talking about. So let's just go to photos here. Yeah, this will work. We got a few photos to show you guys. Here, let me share the screen really quick. This was the Bronco. And man, when I say it held on by a thread when we was pulling it out, I am not even making any of that up. The whole front axle snapped in half, and essentially just, you see it, it's right here. That's one of the front wheels, and the frame was bending, so it popped off the fenders. I am super surprised this thing made it, because this hill from the lake up to here, it's probably 10 foot, probably 90, 80 or 90 grade. What do you call that? Incline. Like it was straight up. So I was hesitant. Like, I don't know if we're going to get this before it falls apart, but it didn't. And that's what it looked like when we first surfaced it. And I'll explain to you guys right now. When we pull vehicles out of the water, this always happens. You see that rainbow, all this little slush here. That is petroleum. Usually it's like gas or something like that. And there's nothing we can do about that. When it gets to the surface, usually if it's gasoline, it will evaporate. But there's no way for us to suck that up. However, if we do rupture the engine, it still has oil in it. The oil, obviously you'll be able to tell it's an oil slick. We have pads, a lot of them, that are specially made just to suck up oil. So you can throw these things all over the water and it won't absorb water. It only absorbs petroleum products. Very cool, but we can wipe out those things. Luckily, we have a secret a secret buyer, I guess you could say. And essentially every so often we'll get boxes of these things. And it's cool because we use them. We actually want to clean up the environment. We're not just doing this for show. It's hard work, but it pays off because we always get a cool story behind these cars we pull out. But as you can see, like at first we had it hooked up to the front bumper and it was holding strong for a while, but right about this area, that bumper came off. And so we ended up having to reset up everything, and we got little mini J hooks hooked onto the frame itself, and we was able to get it up. And we had snatch blocks going too. So that's pretty darn fun. We actually succeeded, and it couldn't have went around better, but I mean, it was so fun. So you can see here's Brandon Jordan right there, and his camera guy, and here's Adam's. I thought this was funny, but it's his brothers, and so it's Adam's family. I'm just saying, that's pretty funny. And Adam's down here. We had some snatch blocks hooked up. We only had one snatch block, actually. This is the only one that we have that's like heavy duty. Somebody gave that one to us on our wish list. Comes in really handy because we've broken a lot of cheap snatch blocks, and this one is definitely made for the job. So appreciate that. Here's everybody again. This is the whole team that was there. Couldn't have had more fun, to say the least. I'm super excited about that. We didn't use any lift bags. It was actually, we didn't have any, there was no obstacles in the way. It was about 15 feet deep. It was nothing but a sandy bottom, and we was way elevated, so we didn't have any problem getting it to the shore. And then we just had to drag it up the bank, which is pretty high. But no need for lift bags on this one. Just the hardest part was getting it up the hill before it fell apart. And it made it. We even had the Brandon's underwater drone out there, and got some cool shots with that. Everybody's going to have their own video because Adam and myself found this Bronco. Actually, Adam found it before when he was out searching for missing person Tommy Lee Braley. And he's another one that vanished without a trace. This one is kind of a different story. He left the bar like after closing, like 2-3 in the morning, and suspected intoxicated, and he vanished, but we have no idea where. It's another one of those we just have to look every single body of water around, and eventually he's going to be found, but it's just taken a long time. So Adam found this Bronco, and so we came back and dove on it and figured out that it's not our guy. Tommy Lee Braley went missing in a black or gray BMW, and obviously this is a Bronco. So how cool is Brandon? He seems awesome. Brandon is a straight up dude. When it comes to this YouTube game, there's lots of people out there that are kind of like stuck up or kind of full of themselves, or you get what I'm saying. He's not one of them. He is all about helping people. He's all about smiles, good times, positivity, no negativity, all that stuff. He is the definition of a good guy. So by all means, I couldn't say more nice things about the guy. And little fanboyish. I'm just gonna say, I kept it together, but I've been watching him since before I did YouTube. So obviously he's been at it a lot longer than me, but even still, great motivation and stuff. And this is actually our other boat. This is a flat bottom scuba diving boat. We got from a fire department in Kansas a long time ago. Because of you guys, we ran a GoFundMe because we needed a boat. Illinois redhead, why are my comments not showing? I can see them just fine. I don't know if you're posting on YouTube, but I can see them on Rumble. So keep posting on Rumble. Yeah, so see, pretty much Adam was out there searching and I was just watching. And this was when we was in, we kept continuing the search, but we ended up downtown in Savannah, checking the Savannah River. Didn't find anything and didn't expect to find anything, but we wanted to clear it just to say we cleared it. Look at that face. I'm gorgeous. I know. And there we are driving down there and stuff. And this was actually me the morning of when we left 8 a.m. So pretty fun stuff. But we accomplished our goals, and the videos are going to be great, and they're going to be out soon. Everybody's video is going to be out soon. We're waiting for Brandon's video to drop first, and then Wrecked and Recovered is going to come out, and then Adam and my videos will come out after that. Our videos are more like, it's a little bit of both. Like it started off as a missing person search, and then obviously we found the Bronco. We know it's not our guy, but we're going to pull it out anyways. So it's kind of a fun video at the end. But at the same time, we understand we're searching for a missing person. But now that we know the Bronco wasn't a missing person, we could kind of relax a little bit and have a little bit, smile, have a good time, giggles and stuff like that. But obviously, when we're searching for a missing person, we don't want to be goofy. Even though I'm goofy by nature, I got to keep that down a little bit because, we're searching for someone's loved one. And I've gotten flack before for, being goofy and stuff like that. But I try to keep it down. I try to stay professional. But at the end of the day, I'm just a guy with a camera, just trying to do good things for people. And I'm me. I'm real. And that's, I think, why you guys like watching me. So that was our weekend. How cool is that? How weird. Now, before we go any further, I would love to talk to you about the channel that allows me to live stream on all the platforms so everybody can watch, not just one, and that is Rumble. And make sure to download the Rumble app. Once you download it, search for my channel and follow the channel directly on the app. This will make sure that you get a notification every time we go live. Click the link in the description or pinned live chat to download the Rumble app on your phone. It's free. If you prefer to watch us on the big screen, it's also available on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, LG, and Samsung TVs. All you need to do is search for Rumble. Couldn't say more nice things about them either. It's a great platform to live stream on, and it definitely helps out. And it looks like Rumble is actually recommending us on the front page of Rumble. So awesome. I feel honored to be there. So that means this video is going to get lots of views even after the replay. So if you're missing the live stream and you're watching this on replay, cool. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to follow. And also, there is a locals page. I've started a locals channel where you guys can go to get exclusive content behind the scenes, and you can support me and my ever-growing mission to find missing people and just bottom line help where I can. I love what I'm doing. I love helping people. I love the looks on their face when they ask for help and I show up and there's no charge. It's all free of charge. And that's where you guys come in. Your support pays our way, so we don't have to try to we don't charge anybody anything. And the whole reason we keep going is because of you guys. You're watching, you're subscribing, you're members on all the platforms. And that's another thing. If you guys are a member on Facebook or YouTube and you don't feel like you're really getting what you paid for, I recommend stopping and going over to Rumble and joining my locals, because I have the app on my phone. I'm going to be posting all the time whenever I can. And there's going to be members only live streams. Right now, I think I got like 8 members, which is awesome. I think once we break that 10, 15, 20 member mark, I'm going to start doing regular members only lives, exclusive stuff. But there's also going to be daily live streams for all of you, because I know money is tight and I'm not trying to get you to spend it on just watching me run my mouth. Not even close. Okay. What else do we got? Let's jump right over to what I wanted to talk about, and it is these ponds. Now, I'm just going to pretty much what I said earlier. These are the 2 bodies of water that is closest to where she went missing, right? Now, the story goes, this is actually a theory. This is alleged, but also the prime suspect is now deceased. So I mean, technically, I could pretty much say what I want, but at the same time, I don't want to be like, I don't want to get, I don't want to get hit with slander or something like that. So I don't even know how I say it. Let's say this was the last known location where she was thought to be, right? And she did not leave on her own free will. The car is missing. She is missing. The prime suspect is deceased. Now, we've been racking our brain pretty much trying to find any spot where this guy could have dumped this car, right? And I know, and let me back up a little bit. I don't want this to sound like I am on the side of the estranged husband, right? I want to stay neutral, but at the same time, I've talked to the family. I've read all the stuff on this. Not officially, but everybody, it's so hard to get it out, but essentially everybody thinks the husband did it. The family thinks the husband did it. Everybody thinks he did it, and from what I've heard, I think he's a prime suspect too. So I'm not on his side. So if you guys are the family and you're watching, I'm on your side, 100%. But anyway, she left here. He left with the car. They, went somewhere. So my thought process, okay, let's say he done something to her, put her in her vehicle, drove somewhere to get rid of the vehicle. All right. How far could he drive without any, with no tag cameras, or license plate cameras? And how would he have gotten back home, right? Would he have called an Uber? There'd be a paper trail if he called Uber, right? Did he call a friend to give him a ride home? Well, wouldn't that be an accessory of murder, or did he go right across the street because he knew about two ponds that were deceivingly deep, and he just pushed that car into one of these ponds and it just disappeared, and he walked back home and went to bed? That's what I'm thinking. It's a very good chance. Now, here's the first hump. Now, let me see here. This is her house, right? Now, the place I'm talking about is right here. And it's gated, right? But look over here. You can drive right through this area. You could drive back through here. You can get around this gate. This is just for show. This is not fortified. You can get back there if you want. And I've seen other, I wonder if I could do this. Let's look at more dates. We're looking at the exact same thing here. Let's see. This is actually September of 2022, right? You gonna work? There we go. Yeah, see, look. So this is actually March of 2022. It's not that big of a ditch, and her car was an SUV. So it had some clearance. So he could drive, he could hug this area and hop over that and go right over there. He could get back there, long story short. That's what I'm trying to say. And let me show you the picture that I got. Let me see here. Let me turn this back on for a second, show you guys the picture that this, and you know what? I don't want to dox anybody or give his personal information out. So I'm just going to say a awesome viewer took it upon himself to do some research on his own, and he found something. And let me see if I can find this friggin' picture, because I'm pretty sure I have it, because I put it. Yeah, let me open this thing up here really quick and show you guys what I'm talking about. Any day. No, not going to work. Come on. Is there any reason why this picture wouldn't open? That doesn't make any sense. Interesting. How about I open it with photos? Dude, why is it not working? This doesn't make any sense. Interesting. There we go. All right, check this out. This is the picture of the pond that he found, historical tracking and stuff. And I don't know. It could be a vehicle on its side. It doesn't really look like a vehicle, except this right here is what catches my eye the most. It's it looks like a wheel and then there's a void right here. Looks like a wheel well. And it very well could be another here and stuff. Or it could just be swampy water. It could just be growth. But I don't know. Let's see what do you guys think? But that's the picture he sent me, and I mean, it definitely is something worth checking out. Wouldn't you think? I mean, it definitely looks like something. Definitely. So hit me up in the comments right now. Not the comments, but hit me up in the chat room right now. Tell me what you guys think. I am really curious to hear about what your thoughts are on this. What do you think that looks like to you? The back half, let's say we cover all of this up. Like this part here is gone. And we just look at this. This could be windows. This could be the rear of the SUV. This could be a wheel. More and more plates are hazed over behind plastic plate covers. So does her family know if the vehicle may have plates cameras can't even read? That's a good question. I have no idea. And that brings me to another point. I don't quite understand it. Sorry, I got to catch up here really quick. Neat. I don't know, but here we could do this. Maybe we can use this to our advantage, because I do know. Let's zoom in. We can click on this. Man. Click on this. Yeah, there we go. Drop that down. Let's get rid of that. Man, where are you going? All right, so this is the house. This is the vehicle that she actually went missing in. Now, Google Maps has this algorithm that essentially will blur out faces, blur out people, blur out tags. So I don't really know if there is anything over that license plate or not. But the color of it makes me think there isn't something on it. But I don't know. Because they sell some of these cool ones where you look straight on, you can see the tag, but if you're elevated looking down, you can't see it, and that's so the cameras, snapping pictures of this thing doesn't see it. I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think. That's the car though, and that's the tag area. Looks normal to me, but obviously it's blurred out, so I couldn't tell you 1,000%. But that's what I got with Latasha. Now, the other spot that I want to search, obviously that spot right across the street, and it's very interesting, is one of them doesn't even pop up. So it makes me think this one has been here. This one might have been like new or incredibly shallow, but this map, it pops up. Interesting. So anyway, we zoom out, right? Zoom out a little bit. I was like, okay, so I'm thinking, okay, what if he didn't go right across the street, but he wanted to stay close to home and he knew of a place? Maybe he was a fisherman. Maybe he knew a lot about the rivers in this area. So he took Raymond Road and he drove it towards town. Stay with me here. We keep going on Raymond Road up here. We're off the freeways. I don't know if Raymond Road has traffic cams or anything like that. And keep going. Now, I don't know this exact area, how he would like left and right and left to get through this little cluster, but check out this area right here. Now, this river, if you look at it, it's very sandy, it's very shallow, right? And you can even see, like right in this area, super shallow. But you keep going, and this is the area I'm really curious about. Look at all of these dirt roads and all of these little like play spots. People probably go back here, they fish, they goof off, they have fun, party and all that stuff. But doesn't this section, just this section between the bridges, between 20 and 18, doesn't it look deep enough that it could hold a car? And this thing is always mud. So you would never be able to see a vehicle. Would they have not searched the water? You would think. Now, here's the problem. We're talking about Jackson, Mississippi, and I don't want to diss the town that you possibly live in. Like if you're a resident of Jackson, Mississippi, kudos. Home is where you hang your hat. But at the same time, the statistics show this is not a very safe, very safe. We'll just stick with that. It's a dangerous city. It's ranked high on the crime scale. So with that being said, how much do the police really put into searching for missing people? How many missing people are there in Jackson? And how much other stuff are they dealing with to be searching for just another missing woman? Now I'm not dissing the police, but history will show you that sometimes cases are just kind of glanced over. They'll do what they need to do, and then it'll go cold. Or they'll just wait for something to happen. Like people like me to show up and start searching and find him on our dime. They don't want to. There's a budget that police, fired, all these government agencies have to follow. They can't blow their budget on stuff that doesn't make sense, on wild goose chases. Me, Adam, that's what we live for. Rumors, theories, wild goose chases. We'll look anywhere. We don't give a shit. We just want to find the missing person. And if there's a mud pit somewhere that somebody wants searched, we'll dive right in. I don't even care. But the police, they need to have something to back up why they need to spend the money and time and energy to search. So more times than not, if they don't have a solid lead, they're not going to search the water, right? Now, granted, that picture on that spot, at that mud hole across the street, maybe that picture could be enough to push the police department to want to search. And from what I've heard, the gentleman that sent me this picture, he's been in contact with the investigators there, and it seems like they might be biting a little bit, that they want to go out there and look. Now, I don't know how they're going to look. They might just stand there and look at the water and be like, I don't know. Or they have technology to go check it out. It's a small pond, though, so a little sonar boat like our RC boat that Adam has would be perfect. 5 minutes, we would have an answer if we was there. But it's going to take 7 hours just to get there. Getting a text message here from... Okay, I'll check that out later. But this is the same gentleman that sent me a story about a truck that was found in Lake Creek, Magnolia, Texas. But that's what I'm thinking about her case. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. How did he get back home? And every time I say comments, I mean chat room. You could hit me up in the comments, but I won't see it till later. Chat room. So when I say comments, comment in the chat room. You with me? Awesome. But how did he get back home? That is the $1 billion question. Now, once again, I mean, he might have walked. You think he would have got spotted by then? Maybe they have old school taxi services there. Maybe he hitchhiked. Maybe he does have a friend and he didn't tell the friend what he did. He just said, hey, come pick me up for some weird reason. But I don't know. So that's where I'm at with this case. And there's going to be updates because the search will happen one way or another. Whether me and Adam have to drive all that way to search there or not, it's definitely in the cards. We can do it, but we have 3 days to do it because of the schedule that we're on right now, because of how money is so tight. Essentially, my wife works full time. We got kids and all that stuff. So I get 3 days to go out and search for now. I'm sure that's going to change as time goes on. But until then, that's what we're working with. So I got to figure that out. Or somebody lives closer. Like anybody watching this right now, you might have some way to go search this pond. By all means, do it. I don't call dibs. By all means. At the end of the day, we want Latasha found. We don't want to play it's a secret, I want to get all the glory type situation. I want the missing people found. And if this is the way to get it done, by all means, go out there and go nuts. Drag that pond until you're confident there's nothing in it. Definitely. What is that? Somebody putting links. I'm watching you. Even still. So, with that being said, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Latasha's case? I mean, here we have a woman who went missing in her car. Husband is suspected to have done it. We got the courthouse brawl. We got the husband getting out of jail because he was in jail for a minute. I don't know when he got out. And then the husband gets gunned down at a gas station. And sadly, he wasn't the only one to die. It was the clerk I think the owner actually had owned the gas station got hit and he died too. Was this a random drive-by? I don't know why there'd be a random drive-by at a gas station. Or was this guy taken out retaliation because of Latasha? Or maybe he owed somebody money. There's so many variables, but the obvious one is you done something to our friend, you're going to pay for it. And I don't know, it might be, eye for an eye. You killed our sister. We're going to take you out. Very possible. And as of right now, I don't think anybody's been arrested. I don't think there's any suspects in the shooting. And I really don't know. I mean, obviously laws were broken. There was a murder. There was a drive-by. But I wonder, do the cops really care? I mean, I'm sure they have to investigate and they have to abide, they have to enforce the law. But, I don't know. We got a lot going on. Maybe that case, we'll look into a little bit. But we got a lot more stuff to deal with instead of this guy who suspectedly killed his wife. So, I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. So let me switch this back really quick. We have been live for 46 minutes and I'm loving it. We have 889 people watching right now and my wife is calling me. You think we should answer it? Let's answer it really quick because I want to go over your guys' comments, but let's put her on live stream. Hey, you're live right now. How you doing?
Oh, I forgot you're going live.
It's all good. I told everybody you was going to come on and say hi, and here you are.
I'll be there in a second.
Man, just like that?
Yep.
Okay, love you, bye. I thought she'd be more talkative than that. But, she's been working all day, so I sure do like her. Okay, so here's what I want to do next, and this is something different, but I get tons of messages, mainly through Facebook, people message me. Most of the time, it's just random stuff. Looking forward to see more collab work. Great personalities, fun video. Can't wait. But I also get lots of people who send me cases. So I want to go over some of these cases with you. And the first case it looks like is going to be 16-year-old Autumn Nicole Lyon. And she's missing from Mineral Springs, Howard County, and Arkansas. And here's her stats: 5'7", 135, brown hair, hazel eyes. Last seen July 27th, 8:30, near 608 Dillard Street in Mineral Springs, Arkansas, wearing black leggings, reddish orange sports bra with white sneakers. Maybe traveling in a dark colored single cab pickup. If you know of her whereabouts, call 870-845-2626. And apparently my wife was closer than I thought. She is here now joining us.
Phone while live.
Well, I didn't want to be rude, and everybody likes you a lot, so they want to.
I was just trying to get you to carry chicken feed.
Oh, well, I can still do it. I mean, I'll be done in a little bit.
Oh, Storm's moving in.
Another one.
Yeah, rotation too.
I don't know.
Coming to the cabin.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting just a little tired of the rain. It has been
It's just the southeast.
It has been super rainy this season, and every day for the past, I don't know how long, it has been pouring rain.
Look at all those rotations.
And oh gosh, and it is fixing.
Like, do you need to show everyone that?
It is fixing to dump on us, and apparently, what rotations, hail, wind, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Better put that tarp back up, or not the tarp, but the
yeah.
thing will blow off our poor little RV.
Do the chicken troll pick and get them their new food.
All right, we didn't collect any eggs, so there's probably a lot of them.
Okay.
We have chickens. And I have a cool video, by the way, I have to show you about those darn chickens. They messed up my filming today. It was kind of funny. So let's see here. Hello, hot stuff. All right, so pretty much I want to do that. And I guess it's not a big deal because you can see who posted it. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not really doxing him or anything. But wasn't the store owner killed? Yes, I believe so. The guy, yeah. I want to say yes. 2 people died, and I'm pretty sure it was the store owner and the estranged husband. So let me jump into something else I found here. Let me go through them really quick. I've also been getting lots of spam. People like wanting me to play games with him and stuff. It doesn't make any sense, really. But let's jump into this really quick because this is ultimately how we make it work. And this is a new one, and I like this one too because I have 2 dogs now, 2 beagles. Do you rely on big woke corporations and the corporate medical establishment to keep you healthy? I hope not. Then why would you trust the same globally owned corporations to keep your pet healthy? It's time we stop relying on them for anything. They hate us, want us sick, and just want our money. We at Rumble started Positive Health because pets are an extension of our family, and it matters that they get clean, nutrient-filled, vitamin-rich superfoods to stay healthy and happy. That's why we created a range of superfood supplements, waffles, that your pet will love, packed with natural, healthy ingredients that promote better digestive support, bone health, vision, and immune strength. They're also rich in anti-inflammatories, vitamins, and minerals essential for your furry family members. So head over to positive.com right now to check out our superfoods and other products. Use the code STUDIO to save 15% on your first subscription order. I love my dogs and they love food. Why not feed them top quality food? Love it. Love it. Love it. So like I said, if you guys got anything you want me to read about or look up, hit me up in the chat room and I will look it up right now. Let me find that one link because I want to share the story because he just sent it to me. So let me see if I can find it on here. But essentially, what is it? Sorry if that was loud. Magnolia, Texas. Truck found body. Let's see if that pulls up something. It looks like the Montgomery County Police reporter. This is actually June 9th. I wonder if this is the story he's talking about. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at here. And it says there a body recovered from a vehicle found in Lake Creek. Apparently 9:15 a.m. a bicyclist riding down Honya, Egypt, over Lake Creek when he spotted a vehicle in the water. So this looks like a fresh crash, unfortunately. And it was June 9th is when the story was posted. But vehicle was found on its side, just barely out of the water, with an alligator floating in the vicinity. Magnolia firefighters used caution as they entered the water, first having to make an easy way to get down to the bank. Crew suited up in dry suits made their way down the deep water. Inside, they found a male in the driver's seat. Milstead Heavy Duty was dispatched to the scene to help firefighters chains. They got the car out. I'm sure it's out now because this was like a month ago, but they said they're going to notify the family of the incident. It's unknown whether the incident had recently happened because it was flooded last month and the water levels just came down, exposing the vehicle. I mean, looking at that thing right now, it looks like it ain't been down there that long because look, there's no scum on it. There's nothing. That's super sad. But it goes to show you this happens so much. It's just nuts how much this happens. Greasy Hand says I can't eat dog food. Sorry. Well, luckily, it's for your pets. If you don't have any dogs, don't buy it. But I have 2 dogs myself, so like by all means, I'm probably going to try it out myself. These are all Rumble products too, so like I don't know. Maybe I keep talking about Rumble enough, they'll send me like a merch box or something or something like that. And I can do giveaways, give you guys stuff for free. You know what I mean? All right. Let me go back over here, jump into these comments a little bit more. Might have gone in during our big flood and water just went down enough to see it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's like a whole. You guys got flooded there quite a bit. I didn't look too far into it, but I did definitely see it on the news. Excuse me. Let me see here. Great to see a great few faces with a big smile. Will you hook up again in the future? Absolutely. I feel we're talking about Jigga with Jordan again, and that yeah, he's down in Florida. He's all over the place. Definitely going to be doing videos with him again. We just have to think of some fun videos to do at the same time. It's not all about fun. This channel is based on searching for missing people and just outright helping. So if we could help people and make videos, it's win-win. So, obviously Brandon, his name is Brandon Jigo Jordan. He came and helped out, pulled that car out, and he's a diver, treasure hunter, anything water related. So he's definitely down. All we got to do is give him a call, and I'm sure he'll be ready to do it again. And I can't wait. I want to go down to Florida and like do some cases down there, do some fishing. I've never been spear fishing before. I think it'd be some of the most fun I've ever done, but we'll have to wait and see. Might have happened during the hurricane. Only 10 thumbs up. All right. So it looks like we have lots of people from Rumble watching this live stream, and I appreciate each and every one of you. But right now, you got to go down below the video, hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out, and it should make you feel all good inside that you got a chance to give me a thumbs up, because your thumbs up makes me smile. So I'm editing a video right now, and the video should be coming out tomorrow, and it is essentially underwater drone footage of 3 vehicles that we found in Augusta, trying to link it to a missing person, William Hamilton. And we ended up finding out all these vehicles weren't him, but they had a heck of they had tags on them, and they were very old. So we might have to go back and get the tags, but we kind of irritated the owner. So, and good news, Candace is back. What's up? What's that?
Red egg.
Oh, no. That would kill a chicken if she pooped that out. What is that, a tomato?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird-looking tomato. Looks more like a pomegranate. But, oh, cool. I liked your post. No problem. And so let me see here. What can we talk about wrapping up this live stream? I always like to talk about a couple sponsors, and one sponsor is actually not even a sponsor. It's just the company my wife works for, and it is teaseme.co. And that is the website. Just Google or search up teaseme.co. And it's yummy chocolates, and it's supposed to be like truffles.
Brazilian truffles.
And it says like eat a half an hour before getting intimate. Wow. But or if you just want a boost of energy, it has besides what is in it? Besides chocolate.
There's supplements that help with blood flow and energy, and one of them is known as like the supplement that's more like eating an oyster. It's one I can't actually say, but literally I can't say it out loud. I don't know how to say it.
Aphrodisiac.
Yeah. But I don't know how to say the word.
Oh, I got you. Well,
it's secret. It's really all on the website.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, it's teaseme.co. I put the link over here on Rumble. And I don't have the chat open on YouTube this time. I was running behind today. But you guys understand. I've been talking about it a lot. And she's working her butt off. She's trying to keep us afloat, so she's putting in the extra work. And it would definitely help out that company. And it gives her more work. So, yay. And chances are, if you order right now, it'll be something that she made. So, once again.
Yeah, I'm the only chef.
So, they were made with real love. Mm-hmm. I like them. They taste really good. They got all kinds of cool flavors, too. And
the espresso is the yummiest.
The espresso.
That's a word for someone with a list to say.
Yeah. Neat. Her hair is a mess. Why is Candace hiding? And then somebody else said, her hair is a mess, maybe.
Oh, I just got off work. I have no makeup on and just walked through the rain, too.
Yeah. Was it starting to rain already?
It's sprinkling.
Oh! It's going to be noise. It's already rained once here. But here she comes. She's going to grace us with her beautifulness. Look how shiny she is.
I know.
She's sweaty, too.
Well, I left with my face cream on this morning, my overnight cream. So I'm a bit...
Man. Well, check it out. Rumble has recommended us on their page, so we have a nice audience today.
Awesome.
I'm loving it. And we also have lots of other people watching. And we even have 2 people watching us on Locals. So if you guys want to join me and you're on...
Teach me about this Locals.
Locals it is what it is. It's a way for people who really enjoy you and want to support you and help you out, and they get exclusive content, behind the scenes, members only stuff, as well as you can share whatever you want free and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's another avenue. And if you guys want to get involved in my Locals community, all you got to do is just go over to Rumble, click on the Locals link or the join, the red button, and join me. There's going to be all kinds of stuff on there. I'm going to go nuts with it. Did you get the Facebook message I sent Friday about a local girl here in West Michigan who was missing? I bet you I did, but I would love for you to send it to me again so I can double check. The biggest problem with these cases that you guys send me is it's too far, and
for
it's
you to go to, but you can still spread the word.
yeah, I can totally spread the word and talk about it, and I can't get there in time. And like, if it sucks to say this, but like when somebody goes missing in a lake, if I was local, of course I would be out there in a heartbeat. But since I'm not, people are actively searching, and eventually, a body is going to float. And I hate saying it's very crude, it's very to the point, but that's just the science behind it. Depending on how cold the water is, and depending on the body type, a couple weeks, chances are, unless the body is tied up on something, it's going to come up and somebody will find it. That happens 9 times out of 10. And I hate being so blunt about it, but that's just the sad facts. Does locals take any portion of your tip jar? I think the numbers are way better than any other platform. YouTube memberships, I think they're taking like $2. Like if you give me $5, they're getting $2. But definitely locals and Rumble, they're all about the creator. So if they're taking something, it's more like a credit card transaction fee, like that. And I have the app on my phone, so I'm always going to be taking pictures. I'm always going to be posting content, and it's going to be awesome. So make sure you guys join my locals page, and it helps me out a bunch, and I want to have fun with it and go nuts. Could you imagine if we got that whole community up there, 5,000 people? I was like, I could search forever, and I could take you guys along for the ride. How cool is that? And it's not just pay only too. Like you could join my locals page, and you could see all the free stuff that I post. Some stuff will be for members only. Some stuff will be free. Like this live is streaming over there right now, and you can watch it over there. It just really depends on your preferred platform. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy.
I'm gonna go batten down the hatches.
All righty, I will be in there in 2 jiggles. Oh, he's so spotty. How many eggs you get?
9.
9 eggs. Man, we're gonna start eating more eggs.
1 blue, 1 green, 1 speckled.
Man, that's cool. One of them chickens attacked me today. I was staying there. He jumped and bit me. I was like, what is that? I think he was hungry.
Oh, Bianca.
Something.
She's aggressive.
He's mean.
Yep. She likes fingers.
She almost became deep fried. I'll do it.
Uh-huh.
You'll come home one day and be like, where does chicken come from? I'm like,
I'd like to see you cull a chicken.
cull? I've done it. My father made me do it once. If cull means chop their head off.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done it. But
all right, I'm going back.
all right. Say goodbye to Candace. Bye. Man, so that is what is going on. She was found safe. It was the circumstances that she was found. So that case I was just talking about, I guess there is a missing person in West Virginia. Maybe it's just she was found safe. It was the circumstances she was found. Okay, yeah, definitely send me that link again. I'll check it out. I'll talk about it tomorrow on the live stream. And on that note, you guys, if you guys are watching this and you want me to talk about something, by all means, send me emails, send me Facebook messengers, send me, I think that's about it, or comment, I guess. I don't know. Best way to get a hold of me is email, and I'll drop the email over here really quick. And it's so stupid, but I've had it for years. This is my account, and it's garrettdork@gmail.com. And I know my channel used to be called Garrett Dork because I was metal detecting, and I had a Garrett AT Pro. And I thought that was going to be my thing. And I evolved into what I am now, but I am stuck with the goofy email. It is what it is. So by all means, email me anything you want me to talk about. This is an open forum type situation. I want the audience to be part of it. I'm not picky about things. It's not no secret. This is a page to get the word out about missing people at the end of the day. So we do have one goal, and I don't know if this will ever happen, but I know you guys on Rumble, I know you've heard of Dan Bongino because he has the largest live stream ever on that comes on at 11 o'clock every single day. Like 170,000 people are watching this dude. That is bonkers. Could you imagine if I could get on dude's radar? Like, there's a new Rumble channel that focuses on missing people. He could shout me out, and that would be endgame. You should write him and tell him. What do you guys think? But either way, let me see. What else? Let's get one more advertisement in, and doesn't that suck? Oh, never mind. I'm not ready yet. I thought I could do it. I thought I could. What the hell are you telling me here? I want to tell you guys about coffee. Order action rate limit. Oh, please try again in 6 minutes. Well, that's weird. Don't you love it when I'm doing things and you guys can't tell what I'm doing? Oh, I still have 6 minutes. So, I don't know. And somebody just opened the door. So I'm pretty sure I could tell you guys a story really quick instead of wrapping this live stream up. Somebody just asked me, whatever happened to the New York case? Well, man. This story is kind of going plaid a little bit, and I don't know what to think about it, but let me just tell you what happened. So, the guy, he was the FBI informant, that goofy old dude that is really loud, that pretty much asked us, he needed help. He's the guy who dumped the car in the river, the East River. That's on the other side of Manhattan. You got the Hudson, then you got the East River. All right, we're in the East River. He used to work for the mob back in the day, and he would steal cars. He was a driver. He was the car guy, right? He dumped a car that he suspected there was a body in the trunk. Now, he didn't know. He was just told, hey, get rid of this car. He got in the car. He could tell something was wrong. He could smell something. He immediately is like, dude, there's something in the trunk. But he did what he was told. He went and dumped the car. Car went in the East River and sunk. And apparently it's been haunting him for 50 years. Now, he hit us up. He asked us to come help him dive the river. And we're like, hey, sounds great. We went there. We dove it. Adam and myself was in the water. I was finding car parts. He ended up finding the remains of the vehicle. No bones. I found a bone, but it ended up being an animal bone. But we were supposed to do a follow-up trip. And the trip was scheduled. And we had the team. We everything was ready to go. And then the FBI informant guy pretty much pissed off a couple guys who are on the team. And these were the guys that these were our boat guys. These were our safety guys. These were the guys that that were essentially going to keep us safe while we're underwater. And they know people. They were connected to the police. They get us in. They get us out. It was you saw the video. It was amazing. These huge boats. It was great. Well, they had beef. And essentially, FBI informant guy burned that bridge, so to speak. So he essentially burned the whole trip. So he ruined it, and we couldn't. And that was it. So and it just went to shit from there. Everything just fell apart. So it got scratched, and so FBI informant guy, he goes and he ends up finding a new team. And then the shit talk just started. Luckily, his channel is very small, and he gets a couple hundred views of video, so the impact is minimal. But there was lots of shit talking in the comments. There was lots of ego in the other dive team was like, oh, they did this wrong and they did this wrong. And so people are talking how many different ways you could screw in a light bulb, and me and Adam did it this way, but they would have done it a different way, and all this other shit. It's just petty crap, right? So, needless to say, they went. It just continued without us. We essentially was like, well, we had a team, and that team essentially got burned because of them not getting along. So that was it. So we're out of the loop. So he gets a new team, and I guess as of today, I'm not sure. I think they've already searched and they've already dove, and I don't know if they found anything. What I do know is the publicity isn't going to be there. And man, I don't know if this was, if I don't know how dark. I think it's because I'm wearing all black, but I'm glad you guys can hear me well, because I don't know if you can see me well. It looks pretty dark. I might have to change up the colors next live stream because it looks like I'm really in a cave this time. But either way, it got burned. So that's it. I don't know if we'll ever go back to Manhattan. I would love to dive that river again, just because there is crap everywhere in that river. You don't know what you'll find. I'm sure there's bones. Apparently there's a bunch of mammoth bones out there. There's relics. That town's been there forever. And so there's all kinds of 1800s. I mean, let's go back to the 1700s. I'm sure there's stuff out there from then. Problem is metal. If there's like metal stuff, it's long rusted away. But old bottles, ink. I mean, you don't know what you're going to find out there, to be honest with you. And I would love to spend hours in that water. And it is dangerous, stupid dangerous, but we did it right. But that's what happened. Mike Chapin says, I like your outfit. I know I look dark and mysterious. So hold on a second here. So let me see here. The guy who sent me these satellite images of the pond, he's writing me on a different case. He's helping me out with the Demetria Watson case because there's ponds all over the place. I would love to put his eyes on that one. But that's still in the works, so we have to go with that. Run with it, so to speak. And it looks like, just while we're sitting here talking about it, looks like you guys are actually going over to my locals page and joining. Kudos. I'm greatly appreciate it. Look at that. Looks like we got 11 followers, and I was at 7 before we started. And I know these numbers are minute and tiny, but man, y'all are real people following me, and I just get tickled pink about it. So the more the merrier. Hit that red button over there on Rumble and come join me on locals, and we'll do some exclusive behind the scenes stuff. And I think we'll have a good time, to say the least. We're gonna have a good time over there, and you guys get to see all kinds of stuff. Oh my God, it worked. So let's wrap this live stream up. I want to read you guys about this one because I get a kick out of this, and it makes sense too. But who is in control of America's nukes? Is it Biden? Meanwhile, we have Russian ships off the coast of Florida and full-blown wars in Ukraine and Israel. The world is at its most unstable point since World War II, except now. With nuclear weapons, the stakes are 10 times higher. How do people like you and I stay safe? Every prepper needs to have RadioGuard ASE, the only FDA-approved drug to treat radioactive fallout. Only the feds have it until now. That's why I partnered with 5G Free, the only company in the world that has a supply of RadioGuard ASE and the ability to prescribe it prophylactically. Get their radiation kits with RadioGuard ASE to pass. Oh my God. Potassium iodide, Zofran, and a Geiger counter. There's simply no other tool in your arsenal to protect against a radioactive threat. Go to 5gfree.com/studio and use code studio to save 10%. I have a radiation kit, and so should you. That's 5gfree.com/studio, code studio. Man, that's a long one. But at the end of the day, rather be prepared and not need it than shit goes down and you don't have it. So take it or leave it. Oh no! What's going on out there?
Towers flickering everywhere.